3, 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna Munchies, and we are back on the Bud Show. It is season 2. We are on episode 7. We are on session 2, focusing all on patients this evening. Super exciting to really highlight the people of our cannabis community and why they medicate. This is certainly an important thing to me. I know it's one of the best ways I learn is from others in my community. So I am super blessed to have this amazing couple on with me here who I've met out at events, who are Bud Card members, which I super appreciate. We also have Mr. Steven with Discreet Treats back in the house with us. So he's got some new edibles for us to share, which I gotta be honest, we were talking about the blue gummy bears during break, and the guy to my left, Aaron, was like, gummies, and I was like, don't worry, we got you. See, I did not lie. And you can eat that blue gummy if you want. It's scrumptious. He's gonna be mad, but I won't be. Right, super good. So CBD treats. So why don't you tell us first what we have here, and then we'll get into you guys and what your story is. Does that sound all right?
All right.
Wait, who's the dog? What's the dog's name?
This is Leo.
Leo's softest dog.
He's little Pomeranian.
So
Say
soft.
hi.
So good and so soft. Do you CBD on your dog?
Not yet.
You
he's
should.
a little too young, but when he's older.
You should. It's great for them. All right, so what do we got?
So what we got here on the second segment is another form of our terpene gummy bears. These are our new derivative, our CBD raspberry gummy bears. So it's an infusion of cherry and red raspberry mixed together, and we created that formulation and we put it in a raspberry mold. So it's really simple, they're really delicious.
Don't be
really
scared.
Good.
Take one, two.
Go in there, get them. They're sugar-free, they're organic, they're gluten-free. You can even feed them to your doggies. They're good for them to supplement because dogs cannot process sugar, but they can process natural sugar. The next thing that I brought are our Detroit's pecan tarts. These are simple and really easy that we make. These are one of our original staples when we started our company. It's something that people love. People love pecan pie. It's a really awesome derivative to put CBD in, and it's quick and simple. So we made pecan tarts, our version of pecan tarts. And what we're going to do today is we're going to give you a little treat of our cannabinoid overload caramel right here. This is Detroit's Tres Dolce Caramel.
So good. Wait, show them. IG, we don't usually spoil you with the view, but we're going to let you see it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cannabinoid overload these pecan tarts with a delicious caramel, pairing the infusion of both the pecan tart and the caramel dolce, giving you a what we like to call a flavonoid overload of the sensation of the mouth or the palate. So hopefully this is a little bit more room temp. It's kind of cold outside, ladies and gentlemen. In Arizona, it feels like it's Colorado. So what we like to do is we like to give an even spread of that caramel, so making sure that even distribution of your bite gets all that caramel with pecan flavor inside. Now you don't want to overload it with the caramel. It's just going to be
first.
It's going to be a caramello or just one delicious
first.
caramel nut.
Ooh, wow.
Then I'm going to come to you next with one.
That dog is all over.
CBD is good. He's just like, I don't know what to do. It's gummy. This is new.
Who can't do it?
Get in there. She's like, I'm not giving it up though.
There you go.
That's
Now-
my dear.
Thank you.
I'm going to share this with the crew.
No, I got more here. That's what I ran for.
You're so good.
And I'm taking care of all the people backstage currently. They're all eating delicious D-Treats goodies.
So nice. We have a large amount of people visiting us this evening. We are super blessed for all the support we get here at the Bud Card. I don't know which one of you want this, but I'm going to pass this way.
Those are
Will you all eat one of these? Will you eat one? Yeah. Do I have
That's a thumbs up.
thumbs up? I got one.
The camera wants one too.
I don't blame them. All right, so while you dress this, and I can hold another one for you to
Yes,
dress,
ma'am.
let's have you guys chat with us. I know I did that to you. I fed you amazing sticky food, and now I'm like, chat with us. I'm going to pass this way, maybe to your left, and I'll hold one more that I'll give to you. Does that sound good? You're good? All right, so why don't you start off and tell us who you are? How do we find you on Facebook, Instagram? why are you a patient? I think would be the first two things we're going to start with is why are you a patient and how do you medicate? So, tell us. Tell them.
My name on Instagram is Uncanny Vegan Baker.
Okay. Are you vegan?
Yes, I am. We both are. So is this little guy.
Nice.
My name is Aaron Hubbard.
I got it wrong on the flyer. Sorry, ladies and gents. I did. I must have been stoned. Sorry. Sorry. Human moment. I have them. Occasionally. Don't tell anybody else, though.
My name on Instagram is the Canna Goddess. I'm kind of an influencer. I do sponsorships and ambassadorships, and I just recently got a job in the industry.
Very cool.
With a bang.
Very cool.
Hey!
Yeah.
We love With a
I'm
Bang.
very excited about it.
That's
So it's either
awesome.
going to be Huxton or Venom Extra X.
That is
We'll see
amazing.
what happens.
Shout out to Blake with a Bang. We totally love With a Bang. Their With a Bang gang is phenomenal. And so you're super lucky to be joining that team of cannabis boss ladies. So high five and awesome to hear that. So tell us, why do you guys medicate? Because you're both patients, yes?
Yes.
Please say yes as we're
Definitely.
handing you tons of tea.
Absolutely.
Please say yes.
Yeah.
I have medical cards in Arizona and California.
Wow.
So if
Ooh.
anything, I'm like a double patient.
Very cool. So why do you medicate? Will you tell us? Oh, by the way, I didn't say the disclosure. If I ask any questions that you don't want to answer, you just say like, I don't want to answer, but they're all going to hear
We're
you say
very
it.
open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you medicate?
I actually started medicating because of my anxiety and sleep issues, and just medicating helps with both of those, and it's just a fun activity to do.
When you medicate for sleep or those reasons, what type of cannabis do you typically use? Indica, sativa? Do you have a special brand that you really like to rock or rep?
So I'd say my favorite strain, at least for the past 10 or 15 years, has been Fruity Pebbles.
That's a good strain.
It tastes like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles every time you're taking a hit.
That sure does.
So with that said, I favorite sativas, but every now and then a really good indica is also a nice way to go.
Nice. Okay. And when you smoke, do you smoke? What's your way to medicate? What's your favorite way to medicate?
I usually just like going towards flower
Okay.
and out of a bong. We recently got, I'll let you tell this part because you actually did the...
You're the one who got it. Yeah. So what did you recently get? I love hearing that. You guys look so young though. I just want to say, as someone who feels old school all the time, when I'm like, I smoke flower, I'm old school. I love hearing when the
100%.
younger people are like, I smoke flower.
We love flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I've been out of high school for 10 years, so...
Okay. You just look super well.
I'm only.
I'm going on 20, so I got you B. I hate to say this. I'm like, a little bit.
I feel old.
Oh, you just wait 10 more years. And then I'm sure my mom is like, you just wait some more. And if anyone else who older than her is watching, they're like, you just wait even more. So I'm sure we just... How old are you? You're younger than me.
33.
Yeah, you're younger. I think I'm the oldest person in this room right now. Yep.
You're
I
not
feel
old, you're
crispy.
just seasoned.
Yeah.
Fine
Very
wine.
nice.
8.
Very nice. Is anyone else even near 35? No, you're in your 20s? 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 29?
This building's probably about the
27,
same
18.
age as you.
No, really?
I'm 18 years old.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh.
I just graduated last semester.
Wow.
What?
Hey, it's all right. Youngins are using cannabis to medicate too. This is
No,
important.
she doesn't look like she's 18 now.
She acts
No,
mature.
I do.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm the oldest. That's great. Okay, so why do you medicate? Tell us.
I medicate, so I've been smoking since I was 13. That was without a card. And I couldn't really afford to get a card, so I was smoking with my dad's permission in his house because I have scoliosis. And
Ooh.
yeah.
Wait. So scoliosis is is where your back, I'm sorry, not to interrupt. This is the first time I've been on show with a dog on my lap, I just want to say. And I think she wants my treat, Leo.
smells the food.
Very much so.
I think he
Just-
wants my treat.
just
This
a
is
tiny
hilarious.
piece.
Okay, so a little bit about scoliosis, and sorry, but isn't that where there's a curvature in your
Curvature in
back?
the
Sorry
spine,
to
yeah.
call out or...
I was born with it, yeah.
Okay.
My grandma had it, and it's like a family thing.
Okay.
That's why I started smoking, and I just couldn't afford the thing where you get a card and then your parent gets a card.
Okay.
Because then it's just a card times 2.
Yeah.
600.
Yeah, that's a lot of
So,
money.
Yeah, I just smoked like whatever I could find until I was 18
Wow.
last year, and now I'm smoking very select
Were your
strains.
parents always supportive of it, or...
I just have a dad, and yeah, he was like fine with it, just
Okay.
because he knows what it's for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So... I love this. I'm not kidding. This is hilarious.
Let me know if you want me to get them.
I mean, it's
It's
part of the
cute.
show. It works. I mean, he knows where to go. He's like, this is
He's
where the
just slowly going
CBD
from one guest to the
This is
next.
where the CBD
He's
THC
moving
is.
over.
He's like, I know who holds the key.
So I'm going for it.
So, as far as when you guys think about cannabis, what would you think one of the biggest challenges has been? I mean, you said you didn't have a card. I'm sure that in itself was a challenge. Would you say that was the biggest challenge, or was there another challenge that came with consuming cannabis?
There's been quite a few challenges that I've kind of faced in this journey. One of them has been having to smoke illegally and not getting in trouble with the law. It just sucks to have to like use a medication and just have it be illegal and be scared like for your life to get arrested and
Right.
stuff.
When you know it helps you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it sucks that it's so expensive for minors because minors feel pain just like adults do, and it's even harder to code.
And then if you don't have this way to medicate, you could turn to worse things. I mean, how many kids are addicted to opiates? And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. There's huge epidemics. I live in Phoenix. I live near some crazy
The
neighborhoods
fentanyl
where they
crisis,
are
yeah.
shooting between their toes and shit. Like, it is definitely crazy. And so, yeah, I think that's impressive that as a youth you were kind of able to take control of your health in a way and say, I realize this is illegal, but it's beneficial to me and I'm going to do it anyway. So
Yeah,
I think that says a lot. And I think it sucks that we have the system that's like this, but at the same time, hopefully by speaking out and helping to normalize it, then we can make a difference for other people to come, because that's really, I think, part of our journey in the cannabis community, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what would you say one of your biggest challenges has been?
More of just trying to look for new jobs and do different things. I applied for a trucking job a couple months ago, and as soon as I mentioned that I had a medical card, they turned me down and wouldn't even talk to me.
Why did you tell them you had a medical card?
Because you'd have to drug test.
So isn't there something in the state of Arizona, and I don't know for sure, that says that when you have a medical card and you go to get your piss test, am I wrong? That you show them your medical marijuana card and it's medical, they can't disclose that to them? I could be wrong.
I think it was in California too.
I don't know.
I don't know, and I was also told somewhere along the line that if they cannot lose their federal funding, which would be like a school or something like that, then they can't discriminate against it. So I would say do a little bit of research into that, and maybe we could get an attorney or someone on our show at some point to help educate us all about this. But I don't think that we should be discriminated, and if you have a medical card, that's effing bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Bullshit, I'm calling. Shenanigans on that shit.
Bullshit.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Big fucking, how do you do it? Fucking how do you do it? Bullshit. Bullshit. It's a whole lot of bullshit. I'm just saying. That's real bullshit. So if, I'm just saying,
Bullshit.
like, make sure, and maybe because it's a driving position, it might be a little bit different, but I would just say, like, for anyone out there who has a cannabis card, don't necessarily just disclose all your information. Do your research on the laws and see what you can find out there, because you don't know what it could be, and I don't think that we have to disclose it. It's like you don't have to disclose if you're on opioids because the doctor gave them to you. You don't have to do that for most jobs. Obviously, if you're like a doctor or surgeon, you might have to.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, do your research before you
Absolutely.
disclose all your personal information and risk not getting the job, and maybe see if they hire you and then you get fired along the way as opposed to not getting the job to begin with.
Sure.
Yeah, that's Amanda Munchie's advice for fucking sure. I'm saying it.
For real.
I'm not saying lie. Just don't tell them all your business, yo.
I know, but
Right?
yeah, like I'm not gonna tell my current job.
Yeah, don't tell anyone else that.
I
No.
work at Fry's.
I'm just saying, unless you know your job is cannabis friendly, I would not be announcing that shit for sure. So, and know your rights, figure that shit out. So, it's hard. All right, so the challenge, and I would say I think there's a lot of people like you. I also think there's people out there who have spouses who don't necessarily understand their medication or why they can't get employed. So, like the fact that you both are medicated is an amazing thing, and how you support each other. But I can only imagine if one of you didn't medicate and the other did, that it would make it a little bit more hard and awkward. And then especially if you weren't getting a job and it was because of cannabis, then you might not be so understanding. So I think those are things that come into families too.
Definitely.
And not just from husband and wives, but from parents to kids.
That's
And
what her dad thinks right now.
Yeah.
yes.
'Cause
Well, Women Grow events have just, and you get free tickets.
Yes.
Yeah, Women Grow, just for no, Bud Crew members. They have the hiring before, that's so cute. They have the hiring, it's speed hiring at the beginning of their stuff. So, not that With a Bang isn't going to work out, because With a Bang is great, but for anyone else who needs a job in the cannabis industry, that's a great place to check out. I'm spilling food all over me. All right, so positives. Wait, Steven.
Hi.
hi.
Dog holder.
Call me the dog whisperer.
So, tell us, what is an obstacle you faced medicating?
Well, yeah, just the stigma of uneducated people in this community that we have in the world, in the United States, of uneducated people about cannabis, about the endocannabinoid system, about CBD, and just being stuck on the stigma of marijuana being a controlled substance drug and not a medicinal medicine substance for the body to alternate. So that's a very hard thing for everyone to face, but that's the reason why I went into the business that I did for edibles and education. So we can take the non-believers, educate them, and show them the facts, show them the science, show the testimonials from our patients. All right? It can't be a million
kids
people.
love your gummies.
Thank you. There can't be a million people out there
Same.
saying that CBD and THC is working for their body and tell them that everyone is lying. All right, this has been scientifically proven. It's the only plant in the world, ladies and gentlemen, that is genetically bonded to our cells at a molecular biostructure.
I can never say that right.
So, I mean, if you think about this, okay, and this
It's the only
plant,
one that matches a plant,
it does,
right? Is that how we say it?
Right, but this plant is beautiful in so many other ways. Not only if it's good for us, it's good for us in an edible refinery. It's good as an industrial resourcery. Seeing this? You like that? Look at that. The dog knows when he
They have a
likes
bigger
these
endocannabinoid
treats.
system than us, huh?
Who knows? Yes.
So I'm just saying, just like that's why I'm passionate and believe in for my patients. I try to find the most refined CBD that's organic, that's working for our patients. We put it in organic products, and that's what we do. We teach our patients out there.
He's the tiny
All right.
piece.
I mean, you're teasing, literally.
I'm teasing the dog.
All right.
That-
So
that's-
before we go, I want to get into the positives you guys have found from being in the cannabis community. Before I do this, I just want to let anyone who is watching know. Can I give 2 of these videos away, or do I only have 1? Am I limited to 2? Or 1? Am I limited to 1?
Just one.
Okay. I was trying for you. All right, so if you're on IG and you have a Facebook account or know someone who does, have them go to the Bud Show real quick and hashtag the system, and then also hashtag the Bud Show. So, and if you are the 9th person, you will get this beautiful DVD. So, we are excited about this giveaway. All right. So before we end this segment and go back and get more stoned and talk some more, what would be one of the positives you all have found in the cannabis industry, or one of the best things that's come from smoking cannabis or partaking in cannabis?
The community.
The events and everything.
There's a difference between the industry and then the community, and then there is a big difference in segregation. The industry is based on business. The community is for each other, and good or bad, I've seen the community come together a lot better than the industry has done. So I definitely think meeting new people, meeting new friends, new patients, experiencing different people's backgrounds and different people's journeys throughout this industry.
I agree.
Absolutely, yeah.
I agree. What about you guys? So if you can't steal community, if you have to come up with another one, even if community is your number one, what would be your next go-to?
You can't really, when you don't have your card, you can't really buy from like small businesses like you can. So one of the positives of having your card is you can support small businesses, big businesses, whatever you can. You have so many more choices. You can medicate different ways. CBD is involved. You can't go up to your dealer and be like, "Can I have some CBD?" They're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
What is CBD, right?
Yeah. No, I got Reggie. Like, so get your card. Like, there's so many positives to it.
And learn, right? And educate yourself. I think that's a big part too, is a lot of people just smoke or medicate, whatever. And I'm going to be honest, if someone's like, this is medicated, I usually don't ask a lot of questions. I'm a man of munchies. I consume whatever it is. But I think like when we're talking about medicine,
Bye, Leah.
when he dropped his gummy. So I think when we're talking about medicine, though, that it's just really important that people are educated, that they do start asking questions, that they know where their medicine comes from, what's in it, is it tested, are they smoking CBD or THC, you know? There's definitely a difference, and so these things are important. What about you? So what's your most positive?
I just had it because I was going to say something about all the free weed that you get.
Well, the first time patient deals. Yeah.
And just all the events that you can go to.
Urca.
It kind of unlocks like a whole new sector
was-
of like community, and it's like when you turn 21 you start going to bars and stuff. Like this is like you unlocked your medical card. Now you can go to all these events and meet all these
Yes,
people.
and
get
learn
these
all
free
kinds
stuff.
of things
Yeah.
too, right? Different ways to medicate, different types of food. Like you can find out what you really like. I mean, there are so many events. If we talk about this month alone, there was at the Hempel Market at the beginning of the
The
month.
pink reef. I'm actually a medicated
I'm
mermaid.
so mad I missed that. How
It
was
was
your
so
Valentine's
fun.
Day?
It was good.
I was there. That
great.
was-
They came for the dinner.
The vegan cheesecake was like.
Don't even. We already know. It's my fave. We already know.
It's a cool thing how cannabis is turning the trend. I mean, if you guys know today, I just found a cool fact that I learned today. In 2018, okay, alcohol sales went down 19% in 2018.
That's awesome.
Why? Because cannabis sales were ruled and dominated
That's
over
lit.
alcohol sales.
That's
Coming
okay.
for you, alcohol.
Fuck
That's
alcohol.
crazy. So people rather go get a joint than go get a Miller.
Me too.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, so I mean, when we think about this, so other events, let's just name some other events in our community since we're talking about it real quick. So
Mita.
what other events happen? Mita, Normal,
Purple
Women
Party.
Row event, that was amazing. The Purple Party that I
That was
missed.
very fun.
Keeping up with stuff.
AZ Normal lobbying down at the Capitol where we were changing
So
legislation.
important. They have more stuff coming up this week as well,
Yes,
correct?
they
I'm
do.
pretty
They
sure on
lobby
Wednesday this
every
week.
month.
This week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So super important. If you have time, get out there. We also have some amazing other events in our community. We were just at one with
The
Blended
Blended
Entertainment
open mic.
Open
Blended
Mic.
Entertainment's cool
High
like that.
five! You guys did an
Spot
awesome
on their
job
events.
on that.
Spot on.
And the love between you two is just so fracking cute. Just saying. So
Upcoming events are coming. Stash Box or
Yeah.
oh my goodness, unveiling
breakfast.
CBD breakfast.
Can't wait. If you haven't had her peanut butter, you are missing out. It is by far like my favorite peanut butter on the face of the planet. So good.
There's a lot of things going on in
What else
this
is there?
industry.
I can't keep up with it all.
And that's the thing. There's usually about 20 to 25 events going on in a month, either
Oh.
industry or private.
Pink Kush has an event coming up in April.
Pink Kush is coming up in
I love Pink
April.
Kush Network.
Cool.
Me and AZ Marijuana Mamas is working on something right now, so hashtag to her.
They're awesome.
She helps out
We
D-Truth
love
a lot.
Kay.
She's the best.
Kay Supersoft.
So there's a lot in the works. The cool thing is that the community has their own social network and their own ground.
Everyone's
to
helping
where-
each other too, which was great to see.
And that's the beautiful thing is that wherever you go, you see the same people, and then you see new people, and you just kind of just merge it in together.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. And so many people are so welcoming. I mean, even in the back room right now, we have a lot of different guests that are
Purple.
back there.
Purple's
Yeah.
the best. Purple's my home.
He's one of
my homeboy.
the most
Yeah.
nicest people in this
Yeah.
industry.
He's the sole aura force for this
He's our
industry.
mascot.
I tell people all the time, if they don't know anyone
We-
in the cannabis community, if you go anywhere and you see Mr. Purple, and you'll know because he's purple, his vehicle is purple, he is purple. I mean, his skin isn't purple, but everything about him else is.
We saw
His aura is purple
outside.
because he is just super, super amazing and one of the nicest people in the cannabis industry. So big shout out to him and for being such a
Mr.
gracious
Purple,
person.
we love you. I want to make a
In our
trophy out of you.
community. I can't do any of those things. All right, so we are going to go. The timer's going to go off in a second. We got to bring some new guests. We got to go take a break and get stoned real quick and come back. Again, if you're not already participating, it's the 9th person to do hashtag the system and hashtag the Bud Show on Facebook. We hope you're watching and able to partake. You will win this. If you don't live here in Arizona, we can ship it to you. I will ship it to you, although I'm not the best at that, but I will make sure I do it. Other than that, we appreciate our guests coming on. We definitely hope to have you back again, and
Thank you.
we hope this has been fun for you and hopefully
Absolutely.
educational for our audience and you as well, Mr. Dietrich. You're going to
Yes,
come
ma'am.
back with us. We got some more goodies to share.
Yes, ma'am.
And other than that, I'm just trying to think. I think that's it. So we are going to say peace out until session 3, which is going to come back in about 10 minutes, maybe 7 if I can be a really good time police person back there. It depends on what we're passing around. And we'll be back to wrap up the show with our last amazing guests, which would be Jill Chamberlain and Jeremy Coyle. So super excited. Hope I got all those names right. I'm definitely stoned. And we'll see you back in a few.